Joining me on this segment for Blackbird TV is Adam Kovid. Adam is with Federal Equipment out of Cleveland, Ohio. Adam, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Dave?
Everything is great. I hope you're well. What are you seeing right now in the pharmaceutical space relative to current values for equipment, and how is COVID maybe having an impact on that? What are you seeing, man?
So our auctions and our ability to buy equipment has been affected. Customers, I think, are, first of all, new equipment OEMs are slow to deliver right now. With all the factories being shut down in Italy and Germany, in Europe, where most of our equipment purchases come from, the manufacturers are having trouble manufacturing and delivering equipment, especially in sectors for API pharmaceuticals, which are essentially chemicals that go into pharmaceuticals, activated pharmaceutical ingredients, sterile. So injectables for vials and syringes, you can't touch any of that equipment right now. And then, tanks, liquid fillers, because of what, essentially went on with hand sanitizers, the scramble for companies to put hand sanitizers in place and try to catch up to the marketplace. So values of those sectors of equipment are just drastically going higher. There's no used equipment available on the market. Our auctions are bringing higher numbers than ever anticipated. The Corona crisis has been causing some changes to the things we normally do. We just finished a very remote auction on an island in the UK last week for one of our biggest clients, Pfizer, and obviously it was a sterile packaging facility on an island, very difficult location, but a hot segment of equipment. But we couldn't have customers. We normally would have customers all over Europe. We'd have customers from China, from India, fly in and inspect the equipment. So we had to adjust the way we do things normally. And what we did was we had 2 days of video inspection appointments for the auction. So customers requested, we have a man in the UK, we had him there for 2 days. Customers would request a video appointment, and we would walk around and show them the equipment at the facility. So coming up with new innovative things to keep up, but the bidders were there and the numbers exceeded what we had anticipated.
Well, I'll say that that's the same in a lot of other segments, and it's particular to specific bits of equipment. Some things are very difficult to sell right now, but I'm finding that generally prices remain strong across multiple segments and multiple industries. And just like you indicated, it's driven in part by demand, but it's also driven in part because new equipment has been backlogged due to furloughs and shutdowns within OEMs. So that's putting positive price pressure on it's simple supply and demand factors, right?
Absolutely. Especially lab assets, which are, commodity type thing for us, HPLCs, mass spec coming out of pharma. Normally you'd think they'd sell in pharma, but we're seeing a vast array of other clients and other sectors buying the equipment just because they can't get their hands on anything right now.
Fascinating. And we're certainly in uncharted waters. Adam, let me ask you, how does this transmit over to a Blackbird Auctions client, a secured creditor, a bank that's got a secured position in equipment? Does this look good for their collateral, or does this look bad?
I wish I had a crystal ball and I could tell you that the bubble isn't going to burst. But right now, we're telling customers it's our numbers are far exceeding our anticipated value at auction. Will it continue? I don't know. It just seems like maybe the other factor right now, because it's before the end of the year, we find that a lot of our clients have budget left to spend. They're not sure what kind of budget they're going to be allocated next year. So they're trying to get rid of all those funds and make sure they secure equipment that they need. A lot of our clients, in anticipation of having the vaccine or supporting the efforts for the vaccine, are building up their stockpiles of equipment. The other side of the coin is a lot of our clients that normally would sell used equipment, just because they have another project coming up, we find they're holding on to things. So it's causing us, it's making it more difficult for us to buy equipment or lock down auctions, therefore creating a shortage on that side as well.
which supports collateral values, which is really the answer that I'm looking for. We've got strong collateral values in the middle of a pandemic. COVID collateral is strong. Adam, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.